Hello students, in our previous video, we have completed up till the features of democracy. In this video, we'll start with arguments against democracy. Our first argument is leaders keep changing in a democracy which leads to instability. As in India, after every 5 years, elections are held and the government changes, and with the change in government, leaders also change. Now, every leader's way of working is different, and this affects the existing plans and policies, which leads to instability, and the development plans are also affected. Next, democracy is all about political competition and power play. That is, all desire power, but it depends from person to person how they use that power. There is no scope for morality. That means to get this power and to win political competition, people are ready to use money power and muscle power. That means they want to win the election, and for that they are ready to use any means. Next, so many people have to be consulted in a democracy which leads to delay. In dictatorship, a dictator takes decision on his will. So there is no delay in decision making, as he don't have to ask to anyone or he don't have to consult to anyone about the decision. But in democracy, so many people are to be consulted before taking any decision, and this process takes time, so decision is delayed. Next we'll move. Elected leaders do not know the best interest of the people, which leads to bad decision. Now, if we choose a leader, it is not necessary that the leader has knowledge about everything, and because of that, it is possible that a leader may take wrong decision which may affect the society. Our next argument is democracy leads to corruption as it is based on electoral competition. In democracy, every party wants to win, and for that, they are even ready to use unfair means like money power and muscle power. Next, ordinary people do not know what is good for them. They should not decide anything. As we follow universal adult franchise, so every ordinary person who is 18 years and above has voting rights, whether rich or poor, of any religion, caste, gender, doesn't matter. So every ordinary person is getting a chance to vote, but it is not necessary that every person has a knowledge of what is right and what is wrong. So it is a possibility that he may take wrong decision or may choose a wrong leader, which may not be good for the society. Next, we'll move towards the topic arguments for democracy. We'll start this with an example. We'll take the example of India and China famines in 1958-61. In China, so many people died because of famine. But in India, the impact of famine was not as much as it was in China. At that time, the economic condition of both the countries was nearly the same, but the impact of famine was different in both the countries. The reason was the policies adopted by both the countries. India was democratic and China was not democratic, so the policies framed by India were more effective than that of China. So actually, it was the success of democracy and because of that, India didn't have to suffer as much as China. So, here we get our first advantage of democracy, that is, a democratic government is a better government because it is more accountable form of government. Second advantage is democracy improves the quality of decision making. Now the same thing we have seen in arguments against democracy also, where decision making was a long process, so it led to delay. But here we'll see this in a positive sense. As in democracy, so many people are to be consulted before taking any decision, and because of that, no rash or irresponsible decisions are taken, and it also improves the quality of decision making. Next, democracy provides a method to deal with differences and conflicts. In our country, there are people who follow different religion, are from different caste, speak different languages. In dictatorship or monarchy, they only promote their own culture and religion and may neglect the others. But in democracy, it is not so. In democracy, every person is allowed to follow the religion of his or her own choice. There may be differences and conflicts, and democracy provides the only peaceful solution to these problems. Our next advantage is democracy enhances the dignity of citizens. In democracy, political equality and rights are respected. Whether a person is rich or poor, he has a right to vote. This shows political equality. People's rights are respected whether they belong to any caste or any religion. In democracy, an individual is given more value as compared to some specific group or people. Next, democracy is better than other forms of government as it allows us to correct our own mistakes. If suppose citizens have chosen a wrong leader, then citizens have a chance to change that leader in the next election. Or if a leader has made wrong plans or policies, he can change them and correct his mistake. Thus, we can correctly infer that while democracy may not be the solution to all problems, it is still clearly better than any other alternatives. Now we'll move towards our next topic, the broader meaning of democracy. Democracy has evolved with the passage of time. Many changes has come which were not there before. The most common form that democracy takes in our time is that of a representative democracy. Representative democracy is a form of government in which the people elect representatives to create laws and policies on their behalf. Why is representative democracy necessary? First of all, it is not physically possible for a large number of people to sit together and take a collective decision. Secondly, even if they could, the citizen does not have the time, the desire, or the skills to take part in all the decisions. Now we'll see democracy versus good democracy? Democracy refers to a government in which it is elected by the people, for the people, and to the people. Whereas good democracy refers to a democracy in which no discrimination takes place and everyone is equal before law. A good democracy includes consultation and consent of all those who are affected by that decision. A good democracy considers a person's point of view if he is influenced by any decision of government. With this, we can conclude that no country is a perfect democracy. We cannot say that democracy is the best form of government, but it is better than the other forms of government. The most common form of democracy in today's world is being ruled through people's elected representatives. Now, for a small community, there can be other ways of making democratic decisions where people can sit together and make decisions directly. Like we can take the example of the working of Gram Sabha in a village.